how not to become lazy, how to overcome laziness, or how not to procrastinate. If you are looking for the solutions to these problems, this is the video. Welcome. I already like you and appreciate you for the fact that you are self-aware that you are feeling lazy or you are procrastinating, because once you have that awareness, you can sort out the things very easily. Now let's take a look at some of the problems you are facing right now because of feeling lazy or procrastinating. You wanted to do some exercises, but you're lying down on the couch, or you wanted to finish a project, but you are still browsing on the internet, or you wanted to do something productive like reading an ebook or listening to an audiobook, but you're playing video games, or you wanted to clean the room or the house, but you are still feeling very tired and you might be lying on the bed. It could be anything. So now allow yourself to pause the video for a second and please comment. What is it that you are feeling lazy or procrastinating? Thank you so much. Now allow yourself to watch till the end of the video, because by watching this video you will have the solutions, so you won't be not feeling lazy or you will not be procrastinating. Awesome. So let's start by explaining what is the difference between feeling lazy and feeling procrastination. Now, feeling lazy means you're feeling tired, that you are not able to do it or you don't have the energy to do it. Whereas feeling procrastination is you're doing something else and you are not able to come out of it and do this task or process. The best example for procrastination is you're playing video game and you don't want to study because you are involved in another activity that is producing more and more dopamine in your brain. Now dopamine is a chemical that is produced in your brain that makes you feel happy. Now would you do something that gives you happiness, or you do some task that is boring, right? That is procrastinating, and there is a way to solve this. So please watch till the end of the video so that you can easily overcome your procrastination or feeling laziness. Awesome. Why I am competent to do this video is that I never used to read any books. I used to be very lazy, or I used to procrastinate like crazy when it comes to reading books. But last year I was able to finish 52 books, that is one book per week. Now this year I'll be doing more than that. Now let's take a look at what could be the different reasons that as a human why we are having laziness or we are procrastinating as a human being. I remember that when I was studying in my 7th standard, my history teacher, she was having a class from 12 to 1 in the afternoon, but she was exceeding her limit from 1 to 1:30, and when it was 1:15 in the afternoon, she asked us, who all are feeling hungry? Please raise your hands. So some of the students, they raised their hands and said, yes ma'am, we are hungry. So then she said, did you know that our ancestors didn't have the luxury even to have food at least once a day, because they had to go out for hunting to get their food. So when they go out for hunting, they used to eat and they save that energy for the next 2 days or next 1 day. So your body is programmed in such a way that it does not lose energy. So it's not your fault that you are feeling lazy or procrastinating, because through the genes we have inherited that we should not, or the body should not lose energy, which leads to the next reason is the learning curve. So when you are doing a skill that you are not comfortable with or you're still learning, there is a huge learning curve, because your body knows that you are still feeling stressed, while because you are learning a new skill. I remember when I used to learn driving, it was very stressful for me. I used to imagine like how will I push the clutch when I change the gear, how will I know when it is in the second gear or third gear. It was very stressful, but now it's very smooth. I don't even know the effort that I'm taking to drive. As you know, to learn a skill, it requires at least 20 hours to make you very comfortable in that skill. So this could be also a reason why you are becoming lazy or you're procrastinating on something. Or it could be that you are not feeling motivated, or the dopamine by doing that task is not very much. You are not feeling very inspired to do it. So let's take a look at the steps that will help you to overcome the laziness and procrastinations with the 2-minute approach. The first step is you have to do a breathing technique. Now, why this breathing technique is that it helps your body to calm down, because in the next step you are going to do a 2 minutes of visualization. So, in this breathing technique, what we do is that it's called a 4 into 2 into 6 into 2. Why is that? When you inhale, you are counting till 4 and you have to hold it there for 2 seconds, and then you have to exhale it for another 6 seconds, and you can hold it for another 2 seconds. So the holding happens for 2 seconds and inhale happens for 4 seconds and exhale happens for 6 seconds. You can do this 3 to 5 times so that your body actually feels very calm. It will be in the neutral state, because when you feel lazy or when you procrastinate, your body will be in more of a negative state. But when you do this breathing exercise, it actually helps you to come back to the normal state or the neutral state. So that is step number 1. The next step is of the 2-minute approaches, you have to visualize for 2 minutes. Now, what do you have to visualize? You have to visualize the current task, what reward you are going to get after you finish this task. For example, you want to clean your room, right? So you are going to visualize it for 2 minutes, that how tidy the room is going to look after the job is done. Now you don't have to think about the process, like you have to take the mop and you have to do all the hard work. No, just the end result. How do you feel? Or if you are working on a project, or if you want to make a YouTube video and you are struggling with all the scriptures and stuff, just imagine for 2 minutes that how would it look, the final product. Now you don't have to look for the longer goal, this is for the shorter term goal. What is at in our hand right now? Or if you want to finish 50 pages of an audio book or ebook, you are thinking how will you feel after completing this current task. So suddenly you are getting that motivation, right? Now the next step is of the 2-minute approach is do the task that you are feeling lazy or procrastinating for just 2 minutes. Now can't you just do it for 2 minutes? All I'm asking is do it for 2 minutes. No, so now you have to do some work on your laptop. Just sit on the laptop, just feel the keys, start typing something. Just do it for 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Or if you want to start read an ebook or listen to an audiobook, just listen it for 2 minutes. Alright? Now if you are doing this for 5 to 6 times, you will automatically break that barrier, because once you're doing it 5-6 times, your subconscious mind is conditioned, all your body is conditioned that this is a part of your skill and you're feeling comfortable. So what you can do is that either you can do it once, this exercise once a day, or what you can do is that you can either try it once in the morning, once in the afternoon and once in the evening, because after you do it 5-6 times you will break the barrier of laziness or procrastinating on this particular task. Awesome, right? So just try it on and please comment on the video whether you got some valuable stuff. Awesome. So now this is for the current goal. If you are working on a bigger goal, like it takes some days to get your goal done, like you are changing your current business to a different business, or your current changing your purpose of life to a different one, or you're working on a side hustle, or you're working on a book, something that takes longer time to achieve, it's always good to have motivation or inspiration. So let me tell you what I do personally to get me motivated or inspired. So I remember when I was working uh, on how I can profitize on my passion. It was a longer goal and I was never comfortable on doing it. So what I used to do is that I used to listen to audiobooks, because audiobooks, the advantage of audiobook is that you just have to hit the play button and just put on your earphones and listen to it. So the efforts are very less. Also, if the audiobook is being read out by the author himself, you can actually feel the vibe and it's more productive. So in order to make your life awesome, I've put the link in the description below where you can find free audiobooks, and Audible is giving a 1 month free trial. So take your time to check that out and make your life better. Also, what I do is that when I listen to audiobooks, I'll sit on my nice recliner chair, because you need to have a calm body when you are getting inspired, so that your body absorbs all the information. So I use my audiobook on a recliner chair, and I've take the liberty to make your life better by putting in the top recommendations of the recliner chair of with 5-star rating. But one thing you have to check is that this is limited in quantity, so I hope you are lucky and able to find out the best recliner chair for you. Awesome. If you want to access the description link, exit the full screen. If you're watching through a full screen, just scroll a little bit down, then you can see the show more button. Press on the show more button and then access your desired link. The next way to motivate yourself is by giving reward to yourself. Now this reward could be anything else, like if you have completed like 50% of your task, if it's a longer goal, if you have completed 50% or 25% or 75% of your task, you should reward yourself. Like when I wanted to finish mopping up my whole house, and I am a very lazy guy when it does to mopping my house. So what I do is that I'll reward myself with a nice ice cream and some KFC chicken once I complete my mopping job. Right? So you can also try that to reward yourself. Let it be anything. It could be a big thing. It could be going to vacation, or it could be just some small things like going out for dinner or ordering some fast food, anything. Even though I don't recommend you to have fast food, but still, you can reward yourself. The final thing what I do with respect to motivation is that I listen to affirmations. Now the major mistakes that most of the people do is that they listen to affirmation that is done by someone and put in the YouTube. Please don't make that mistake, because you have to understand that there is something called the limiting belief that is already there as a residue in your mind. So you have to clean that out first, and then you have to pour the affirmations. And the affirmations are more effective when you do it by yourself, and I will guide you, and I have put a link below where No, I'll help you to create your own affirmation so that you can do your things faster and effective, so that you don't procrastinate on something, or you don't be lazy on something. Awesome, right? So let me just summarize the tips on how not to become lazy, or how you can overcome your laziness, or how you can overcome your procrastination. First step is do the 2-minute breathing. The second step is do the 2-minute visualization. And the third step is do that particular task for just 2 minutes. Now keep on doing this for 2 to 3 times or 4 to 5 times, depending on your skill, so that you'll break that barrier. And remember, for motivations you can use, and if you are working on a larger goal, for motivations you can use affirmations. Then you can listen to some audiobooks on people who have actually been successful in your particular line of work, so that you'll get some inspiration and you can suck in all that vibe. And the third one to do is reward yourself after you complete your task. Awesome, have a nice day. So if you have got some knowledge that will help you, please like and subscribe, so that the YouTube algorithm will help you to find answers and make your life a better one. Thank you so much.
If you want to share this video in WhatsApp or Facebook, let me show you how. First, you need to escape the full screen. If you're watching it in a full screen, just scroll a little bit down where you can find the share button. Click on the share button and you can directly post in Facebook, or if you want to paste in WhatsApp, just copy the link by clicking on the copy button here, and then go to your desired WhatsApp group and just paste the link on the type a message block, then just paste it, press enter.